This started after I left the London School of Furniture. I built guitars in my garage for a while, and 25 years later, there are now 10 of us building our own brand of unique guitars out of our workshop in Canterbury. Hi there, I'm Alister Atkin from Atkin Guitars down in Canterbury in the UK. This is episode 10 of our workshop videos. In this video we're going to show you a J43 with Birdseye Maple being sprayed with a candy apple red top, which is pretty cool. We've got an OM with a really wild set of ebony back and sides, which we've called the Raven, which has now gone to Coda Music, I think. We are going to show some backs and tops being jointed by Mark, and Tom's going to be going through some fretting. Hope you enjoy the episode. So this is a Birdseye Maple J43 that we're making for stock. It's going to be a little bit different, yeah. It's really pretty. So you don't really want to paint that solid colour. So what?
Yeah, so we're going to do a clear sort of red tint on this, on the back and sides. Should really make the brain pop. And then on the top, candy apple red.
Yeah.
Thinking.
I don't think I've seen a candy apple red acoustic. Someone must have done one.
Maybe.
But yeah, so I mean, this is where the electrics are sort of leading us in strange directions on the acoustics, and you see candy apple red on an electric looks amazing, so you kind of want to try some of that stuff in different areas. So yeah, I think that's going to look pretty snazzy.
Going to try all of this stuff and just see what sticks, really.
Yeah, yeah. Well, hopefully it will stick
Well, yeah.
and won't fall off.
Yeah.
But if it does, we'll sell it as a relic. So
That's
that's all good as well.
That's all good, isn't it?
I'm just thinking the neck. You should do that candy apple red as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. Do you want the headstock face black then?
Yeah.
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 That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be really nice. Yeah.
Making
Nice one.
up.
Yeah. Right, okay. I'd like to introduce you to someone. This is David Essex. He's the workshop dog, and he's lovely. Really obedient, and he's always here just giving us love. But what I really need to show you, come here David, I need to show you these new guitars we've just finished for Coda Music. And this is a really cool new one. This is an L36 sort of deluxe model, but it's got a gold top. Yeah. I'm going to try and show this quite nicely. It's also got a gold neck, which we've never done before, and this Pomelle back and sides, which is a type of mahogany. It's kind of a quilted effect. So yeah, this thing's really sweet, and it's got Madagascar bridge, Madagascar fingerboard, and these custom inlays with a bound fingerboard, and the headstock's got the custom deluxe inlays as well. So that's one of these new guitars that's going to Coda. We've also got a pick guard that we're just waiting for the material to arrive, but we're doing some really nice. It's engraved. We're going to do it's a cream pick guard, and it's going to be engraved and filled with gold. So that's the first one of these. So you need to get in touch with Coda to have a look at that when they get it later on in the week. And then we've got another Pomelle. This is a triple O, but this time it's got Pomelle all over, so top, back and sides, and it's also got this binding that we tend to call it Bakelite, but it's a sort of tiger stripe binding, and it looks really cool. It's sort of got a very 30s feel to it. And it's got a tiger stripe pick guard as well. Yeah, and it's got a slightly wider nut, ebony bridge, and ebony fingerboard. Yeah, and that's going to Coda as well. Herringbone purfling, and the aged finish. It's all crackled. So that's really cool. But right, so the third one, this is, I've never seen any ebony as good as this. So this is a sort of Macassar Ebony back and sides. We've nicknamed this one the Raven. It just looks so much like it's a bird's plumage, and so the sides look really smart. But we've put a black top on it, so it's got this sort of ebony feel all the way throughout. A tiger stripe pick guard. So this one's an OM, so it's very custom feel. It's got the Atkin Pearl logo in ebony. Yeah, really cool. And it's got such a sweet sound. It's really quite powerful.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Right, so we're going to fret this neck now. It's in our fretting jig. So we're bolted in here, nice and tight. We adjust these little feet here just to give us some purchase on the neck. Okay, we're in. Right, now to get the hook in. Get the hook in the slot and get all the dust out. Sometimes these are a right pain. This not too bad. I'm just going to get a little line of glue in there. Normally do about 5 or 6 at a time, normally, depending on how quick you're feeling in the day. Make sure it's nice and clean. Don't want lots of glue everywhere, really. Cool. Pressing them in and watching that bottom line, see they're properly seated. They are going in quite nice. Lovely, it's good. But then we'll give them a little tap just to check. But they're all went in pretty nice, so just to make sure. And we continue for the rest of the neck. Right, so the frets are all in now, but they're all sharp. Just going to put a bevel on them quick with the file. We normally have a smooth file as well. We have a little beveling file as well, just to finish it off. Don't want to be spending loads of time with that. So just literally taking the rough file to the edge, not really putting a bevel on yet, just getting flush. Like I said, these frets are pretty, they're made to order, so they're pretty close.
I'm making a back for a LG 47 guitar. It's a mahogany back. I've got these two pieces of wood which are book matched, meaning that they are like a reflective mirror image of each other, and they've got joined them together. So we thickness them, give them a little touch on the sander to get them approximately there, and now we'll plane them off. And the standard of tolerance for this is 0, so it just has to be perfectly flat. So we're going to joint these edge to edge. There's going to be nothing in the middle. It's got to be a perfect joint. So at the moment, that looks very close. We pinch it, it's not really touching. So we're going to use the plane, bring it all down perfectly flat and glue it together. As we're doing this, we flip one of the boards. So this one is playing this way, and this one, flip it over. That way, if we only lean on the blade as we are planing it, we'll get edges like that rather than like that, because you're never going to get the blade perfectly square. So we should, all boding well, now have tight touching, fine edge. let's see from this one. We've got a nice grip here, here, and right the way along, so that's perfectly ready to glue now. So, nice thin line of glue on it. Pop those in there. After this, we'll thickness these down, but we only come down about 0.5 millimetre, so we have to get them as flat as we can. So we'll weigh them down, and then rather than using clamps, we close them together with some little wedgies. So that'll be across the course of the week. We'll do probably 20 that will be needed, and then I'll normally do about 10 more, just so we've got backups, which is kind of what I was by your feet actually, Ralph. We keep things pre-jointed just because mistakes get made, and yeah, we like to have a bit of stock. Yeah, they do occasionally.
No, they can.
But the great thing about this job from my point of view is this is like job security, because I love it and everyone else hates this job. So yeah, it's a great job. You love it, don't you, Dan?
I love watching you do it.
Yeah.
Great job satisfaction watching you do it.
Yeah.
You can see from here we joint quite a variety of ways. So our tops, this is an Adirondack top, which was jointed last week. Because it's got quite a striking grain to it. Kind of have to obsess quite a lot about the lines being parallel and the fact that it's going to be seen. So they just get jointed together, edge to edge. Some more of what we've just done from last week, some that we made earlier. And then for our 37 series guitars, they're made of different material, rosewood, and we put a strip between them as well. It's exactly the same principle as what you just saw. We're still going for a perfectly flat edge, and we insert the strip before we clamp it together with the glue. So yeah, lots of different joining styles. It was a fun job for a Monday. It's quite relaxing by the window. Nice.
Just shot coat clear onto this lovely bit of Birdseye, and as you can see it's absolutely mad. It's a lovely bit of wood, the sides are equally figured. So this is now ready for a quick cut back with some 800 grit paper, and then we'll mask it up and get some colour on it. Just spraying on a bit of gold really, all prepped up and ready to go, so yeah, it should take a couple of coats to cover, but yeah, we'll go at it. We're going to stick a coat of red, clear red on the backhand sides and also the top in a classic sort of candy apple red style. I don't know if that's a trademark, we'll find out. Please don't sue us. Yeah, so just back sides and the neck, and yeah, that's what we'll go for. I mean, we had a little think about how the top turned out. I wasn't particularly happy with it. You know, just wasn't really pushing any of my buttons. So we decided to re-coat it. This is just a primer coat. We sort of flattened it off so the gold doesn't get quite so lost in the sort of grain. And yeah, we're going to go again and just sort of try and really make it you know, special. So Yeah, that's yeah, you know, when you care about these sort of things, you sort of want to get it right, really. So yeah.
I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, please subscribe to the channel in the box below. You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and we'll see you next week. Thanks very much.